Hi everyone, welcome back to class. I hope we're all seated. If not, take a moment now. Get into the chair, get yourself set up. I have a blanket on my lap, a block under my feet, a nice connection with the earth. And when you're ready, let's close the eyes. Just taking a few moments of our normal breath. Hands can be up in the lap or palms down, wherever you are today. Releasing the facial muscles, not holding any tension anywhere, right? Starting from the top of the head, our mind's eye going over the body. We start at the top, the face, the jaw, right? The neck muscles are relaxed. Nice and relaxed. So now I'd like to do a nice breath work with you. We'll begin by taking 4 inhales, holding for 2, exhaling for 4. And it's your count. It's your 4, your 2, and your exhale for 4. So let's begin. Inhale for 4. Holding for 2 and exhaling for 4. Let's do a few rounds of the 4-2-4 breath. Trying to make them longer and smoother. And when you're finished with your next round, come back to the normal breath. Sitting, releasing any thoughts. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, take a moment now by bringing your hands to heart center and setting the intention. Take a nice breath in. Exhale fully and completely, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhaling the head up back to center. And release the hands onto the lap. Slowly open the eyes. Really nice. Inhale. And just exhale fully and completely. Let's bring the shoulders up, way up to the ears, and then let them drop. Bring those shoulders up and let them drop. One more time, up with the shoulders and then down. Just gonna fix my headset. Rolling the shoulders back and around. And then forward. And then back. Just warming. And then forward. Then lift the right shoulder up and release. Left shoulder up and release. Just do a few of these, left and right. And then come back to center and stillness. Right. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, lower the right ear to the right shoulder. Holding for a moment. Inhale, head up to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, head up to center, and let's lower the chin to the chest. Just holding for a moment. Inhale, head up to center. Now we're just going to look up with the head. Looking upward. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Just taking in, seeing how that feels. We're going to do that again. So take a nice inhale. Exhale, lower right ear to right shoulder. And holding. Inhale, head up to center, left ear, left shoulder. Right, connecting the breath to the movement. Inhale, head up center, lower chin to chest. Inhale, head up, right? Now we're going to look up skyward. Take a few breaths. Bring your head just back to stillness, right back to center. Let's take the shoulders up again. Let them drop and bring them back and down, right? Let's take inventory of our seated position. Feet are connected, right? Mine are through the block. Have a nice connection with the chair. We want to start sitting, straighter and taller, more upright, getting those shoulders back and down, right? Not slumping over, pulling it back and down, and pulling it on my abs. I'm having a nice connection. I'm not straining, but have a nice connection. I'm pulling my navel to the spine, right? Staying nice and tall, coming up out of my seat. All right, nice seated mountain pose. I'm going to remove the blanket. I'm going to do some seated cat-cows. Put my hands on my legs. I'm just going to curling in. I'm just going to open up. Okay, bring back my shoulders, widening up my collarbone. Great. Let's inhale and curl in. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go, curling in. And exhale it. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, open up, shoulders are back and down, collarbone is forward, maybe a look up at the sky. Inhale. Exhale is when we curl in. Exhaling, curling in. Inhale, we open up. Now let's get the arms involved. If you want to bring back those arms, palms are open, maybe the thumbs are facing back towards the behind you. And then we're going to curl in on the exhale. My shoulders come in. I'm rounding my chest, right? Bring my arms in. Ab comes in. Exhale. Inhale, open up wide. And then let's just exhale it back to center. Right? Roll out the shoulders. Maybe move the neck or the head around, right? Getting into anything that you feel tight in the neck. Feels really nice. Come back to center. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, lower chin to chest. Inhale and start to bring up the chin to look at that shoulder, right? So just kind of rolling it. And then exhaling back to center. And inhale, we roll up to left, looking at the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Bring it all the way up to the shoulder, to your right shoulder. Exhale, center all the way up to the left shoulder. One more time, up to the right shoulder. Back to center. Engaging in your core. Bring the head back up to center. Sitting with that for a moment. Really nice. Let's bring both our arms up in front of us. Thumbs are facing skyward, right? We're just going to bring the right arm cross body and putting your arm on the left arm on the right forearm to just assist that arm a little bit more across the body. And you can feel it right in the shoulder blade, right? You can feel this getting a nice stretch here. Maybe looking out over that right shoulder. Breathing. Back to center. And let's bring that left arm across the body. And you're now using that right arm to assist the left arm across, right? So you can feel this in this shoulder blade and this upper arm getting a nice stretch. And if you want, you can look out over that left arm, that left shoulder. Right? And release the arms, bring them back to center. Right. Let's take a nice breath in and lowering right ear to right shoulder. At this point, you're going to take the right hand and just a gentle pressure on top of the head, right, to maybe assist this head in lowering a little bit, but just a little bit. Only if you feel that you are able to do it with comfort today. Great, release the hand. We're going to do the same on the other side. Nice breath in. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And you can take that left hand if you'd like and assist, right, with lowering the head just a little bit. Please be mindful. Pulling in on the abdomen, right? Release the hand, bring the head back up to center. We're going to take the hands, we're going to clasp the hands, and we're just going to push them forward, right? This is it right now. Just going to hold this for a moment. Pull it on the abdomen. We're going to inhale the arms up, right? Just sitting here, getting nice and tall, opening up those armpits, opening up that side body. Release the hands, they come back to the lap. Let's move the block out of the way. Just going to move it up over here a little bit. Coming up on the chair a little bit more, so I'm no longer against the back of my chair. I'm going to check in with my posture. Feet are connected with the earth. And I have a nice seated posture. I'm pulling my shoulders back and down and I'm engaging in my abdomen. So I have a nice tall seat, right? Not curled in, pulling back and down, in on the abdomen. Right, really nice. I'm going to be putting my left hand on the chair. Take my right hand, palm faces forward. I'm going to have it out to the side. And I'm going to inhale that arm up. Right, so my open palm is facing to the left, and we're just going to bend into that left side. So we're opening up that right side body, opening up, reaching long in that arm, like as if someone is pulling it up and out, so you can actually feel all of this opening, right? Really nice. Push down on that right hip so you even get some more open in that side body. If you want to, you can look up at your elbow or the sky. Breathing. Turn that palm the opposite way and inhale exhale and sweep it down, reaching up through, really getting a nice sweep at that arm, right? At this point, you should feel like your right arm is longer than your left arm. So let's do this on the other side. My right arm, my right hand is holding onto the chair. My left palm is facing outward. Inhale the arm up, right palm now faces to the right. And I start to bend into the right side. Right, so I'm getting an opening on this left side, pushing down, right? It's just a micro move to open up. You can feel it open up, lower waist, right in the armpit, taking a look up at the elbow or skyward if you'd like. As if someone's pulling that arm up, 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 and opens up that armpit. Make sure you're breathing. Right, nice big inhales. It's getting all into that side body. Turn the palm out. Inhale. Then exhale all the way down. All the way down to the hand comes right next to the body. Roll out those shoulders if you'd like. Taking the hands, and once again, we're going to interlace them, but we're going to do the interlace the opposite way of what you did before. So you're going to just interlace them the other way. You'll feel it when it feels uncomfortable, okay? Interlaced. Just going to push those hands forward. Pinkies are facing the ceiling, and my thumbs are downward, trying to get my elbows maybe a little bit straighter than before. Let's take a nice tall seat. Maybe pulling back on those shoulders, right? Pulling back. All pull them back and then push them forward, right? As we pull them back, you feel the engagement in the shoulder blades, right? And let's just come back to stillness. Bring those arms up overhead, right? Should be getting straighter. Those elbows should be getting straighter. Biceps are next to the ears, tall, tall. Don't hold any stress in that neck. Tall, tall. Release the hands. They sweep down. Let's bring up right leg, cross body. I'm just going to move my block. Cross, my right leg is crossed my left for a seated figure 4. Tall in the seat, right? Just tall, tall. Inhale. On the exhale, we're just going to start hinging forward. And you can feel the engagement, right, in the side leg. Keeping this foot flexed. My hands are just on my my calf here. We don't want to be round back. Right, we don't want to have our backs in a C shape. We want to have a nice flat back the best we can. Okay, pull back on the shoulders, pull in on the abdomen, get the abs involved. Make sure you have a nice drishti, right? Something at which you can stare, right? Something, I don't know, but it's about 4 feet in front of me. My head's not hanging. Right? Great. Pulling on the abdomens and inhale up to seat. Take this right leg off. We're going to clasp around that shin and we're just going to move this leg, right? Getting into that hip. Some people have really nice hip flexors, really loose and open. Do a lot of walking or sitting. They could be tight. Just back and forth. I'll put the leg back on the ground, and we'll do the same on the other side. Taking the left leg, cross over the right. Foot is flexed, sitting tall. Hands are on the calf or the shin. And we're just going to hinge forward, not rounding the back. Looking at something about 4 feet in front of me so that I'm keeping a nice straight neck. It's about 3 feet in front of me. My back is straight, have a nice angle, right? And you can just lean into it a little bit more if you want to get some more into that muscle group. Keeping a nice, calm, rhythmic breath. Pull in on the abdomen and come back up to seat. Taking the leg off. We're just going to clasp around that shin. I'm just going to work into that hip. We've got a couple of cracks. All right, really nice. Let's widen the legs, still seated, right? So my feet are facing forward, and I have a nice wide seat. I'm nice and tall in my seat. Just take this left arm. I'm going to slide it down to the left leg, and I'm going to just do a gentle twisting. So I'm using the pressure of my arm against my leg to just twist open. I want to pull back on this right shoulder. I can feel my shoulder caving in, so I want to pull it back and open up, and all of this is open, right? If you want to, just put your hand right here on your waist. If you want, you can lift it up, right? So you have a nice straight arms wherever you are today. And just your head can be wherever it is comfortable looking. You can look down. You can look out to the sky. But the main goal is to open up, right? Open up this torso. On an inhale, come back up to seat. Right now we're going to slide this right arm down. Palm is open, facing outward. Using that pressure to bring that torso around, that rib cage, right? To bring that rib cage around. You can bring the arm straight up again if you'd like, if that's where you were, or right on the waist. Just opening up. Make sure you're trying to bring the shoulder blade back and down to open up that collarbone. Bring around the breastbone, right? The torso. Gauge the abdomen. Inhale back up to center. Right. Roll the shoulders. Putting hands wide legged again. Putting your hands on the left. Both hands are on my left thigh. Just going to twist around to the left. And then twist to the right. Right. And make it an engagement and contact with the leg. Just go between left and right. Getting some more movement in the spine and in the waist. One more time. Come back to center. And make sure our legs are wide. I'm going to get my block. And if you don't have a block, you can get, if you have a book or a box of tissues. But we're going to do just some seated sun salutation, right? Real easy. Getting started. Hands are facing forward. My palms are open. Nice tall seat. Inhale my arms up. So I'm nice and tall, right? Exhale, I start to hinge forward. As I sweep my arms around, they're going to come and land on this block. My head is going to hang freely, right? So you let your head hang. Let that neck just open up, right? It's so nice to have the neck have no tension on it for a few minutes. You can feel all the vertebrae in the back opening. Please be mindful of your lower back if you have issues. Nice breathing. Now if your hands are on the floor and if you feel up to it, you can Make little cups with your hands, right? So your hands are on their fingertips, and you can just walk these forward. So you get some more length in that side body opening up. And it's nice. You get a nice length. I'm looking at my fingers, nice and long, but please be mindful of where you are and be safe, okay? Oh, feeling that in my upper back. I'm going to walk my hands back in. I'm going to pull it up on my abdomen, right? That helps my lower back. And I'm just going to use my hands to push myself back up to seated and roll up. My head should be last. Right. Coming back to mountain. Right. Spine is long and tall. Everything's settling back. Really, really nice. Nice breath in and out. Let's take the block. I'm going to put the block between our legs today. Right, going to make sure you're comfortable in the chair. We're just going to put it long ways, right? I'm going to put some pressure so it is in between my knees, and I'm holding it there with the pressure from my legs, right? Nice and tall. I come up on my tippy toes, the block, right? I'm just going to lean back a little bit. I'm going to use the chair. Right, leaning back, and now I'm going to bring up the block. Right? Pulling on the abdomen, pulling, and using the abdomen to lift the block or tissue box. If you're lifting a book, you're going to get extra points for that. All right? Nice engagement of the core. Make sure you're engaging the legs. Keep the block between the knees. How about 2 more, right? Make it 3. 2, 1. Holding for a moment. You can take your hands off the chair. Release the legs to the floor. Removing the block. Right. Bringing it off to the side. Let's take your right arm out. Palm faces forward. Just going to pull back on those fingers with the left hand, getting into all the muscles in the arm and the forearm. Make sure you're that thumb, right? And let's do the same on the left hand. Make sure you're seated nice and tall, not losing the posture. I'm going to do both hands. Take a moment and just get into the hands with your, right, with the thumb of your other hand. Nice little massage, the palm, right? Into both hands, a little self-care. Lots of pressure points in the hands, right? Let's take our foot up in the air, our right foot or left foot, and we're going to open and close it. Getting into those joints and the muscles and the feet and all the bones. My middle toe doesn't want to move today. And into the ankle, little foot circles. And the same with the other foot. We're going to close and open it. And into the ankle. Doing what you need with the foot at this point. Right? I like the close and the open. I like opening up those toes. I do it all the time in the shower, right? My feet are nice and warm. I open up the toes. back and forth. Great, now we're going to take the foot that's top of the foot. We're just going to put it onto the ground and apply a little pressure, right? Right, and a lot of bones, a lot of little bones, so be careful, right? You don't want to put too much pressure and hurt your foot. And we'll do the other one. Excellent. Great, we're going to get in position for standing. My feet are on the ground. I'm not feeling dizzy, feeling well. Come to stand, right, and just shake it out because we have been sitting for a few minutes. Go into it. There we go. I'm going to take my chair. I'm just moving it over here next to me. I want you to take the block. I'm just going to put it in front of us. And take the block. We're going to take our foot and we're going to put our toes on the block. Actually, the ball of my foot is on the block. And then I'm just going to lean forward, getting into my calf, right? Just getting into that a little bit. You can rock if you'd like, or you can just hold it to where you are feeling some engagement or some mild stretching. And then just take your foot off, move over the block, and do the same on the other side. Now, one side might feel different than the other side. One side might feel tight. The other side might be, oh, it's a breeze. But you'll know. You probably already know which side gives you a little more trouble with certain things. Really nice. So you can just move the block out of the way. Let's take your right foot in front of you. Right, we're going to put the heel on the floor, and we're going to have the toes lifted. Right, we're just going to do that. We're just going to start to lean forward. Right, just leaning forward to get into the hamstring and the back of the leg. Right. Bring yourself back up to stand. I'm going to do the other leg. This is my left foot. My heel is up, right? I'm just leaning forward just to get into the back of that leg a little bit. Okay. Woo. And just come back up to stand. Coming to nice mountain pose. My feet are hip width distance, right? Which is our hands are fists, 2 fists, right there, nice and tall. And take my hands. I'm going to clasp them underneath my chin. See how this goes. I'm just going to hold it here for a moment. I'm going to inhale, elbows come up, and exhale, we curl in, the elbows come in. Inhale up, exhale, curl in, back curls in. Inhale up, exhale, curl in, curl in, curl in. And come back to stand. A nice standing mountain pose, right? Just taking in that movement. Breathing up and out. Bringing the chair so that we are facing the seat. We're going to do some modified sun salutations. Feet are hip width distance, nice and tall in our stand, right? Palms are facing forward. Just going to tilt my backside under a little bit so it opens up that lower back. Shoulders are pulled back and down, just relaxed. Inhale, the arms up nice and tall. nice and tall. We exhale, palms flip out, right? They face outward. We hinge at the hips. We come down to the ground, and my arms come up to the chair. And I just start to hinging forward, letting it all go. Bend into my knees a little bit as I push my tailbone up and back towards the sky. Up and back. Now at this point, wing out those armpits. All right, you can feel the armpits wing out and the shoulder blades start to become engaged, right? As if we're trying to get our chest to our thighs. Holding for a moment. Really getting into it. I'm going to back up a little bit. So I'm going to come up on the tippy toes of my right foot and lower. Come up on the tippy toes of my left foot and lower. I'm going to go back and forth between my right and my left foot. And do a few more. Make sure you're breathing. Two more. Two. Come to stillness. That foot comes back to the ground. We're going to go into our plank. So inhale ourselves up to plank. We're curling up. Hands are on the chair. Exhale to a plank. All right, nice. Firm engagement of the ab. Pulling back on those shoulders. Right, and if you want to, maybe you want to start looking upward. Shoulders come back and down. Chest bone comes forward. And then we exhale. Bring our tailbone up to the sky, tall and long. Coming back to the downward dog pose. Exhaling completely and fully. Bending into the knees a little bit. Taking that right hand, just sweep that right hand down to the left shin. And put that hand, clasp it around to the back of the leg. And then we're just going to do a little twist this way. By pulling yourself through to look under that left armpit. Inhale that right arm back up. Left arm comes down, exhaling. Holding on to that calf of the right leg. Looking under the armpit. Bringing that arm back up. That left arm comes back up to the chair. Letting it all relax. Pushing out, getting long. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, we're going to curl up, come up on those toes, rolling forward, exhaling to plank. Pushing up right out of the arms. Inhale, just holding it. Now, if you want to, you can once again take, we'll call it a modified cobra, looking up, maybe engaging the front of the body, pushing the breastbone forward, engaging in the quads. Exhaling. Pushing back up on the toes. I'm on my toes. I'm enjoying this ride. Back to my downward dog. Long, long, long. Armpits are open. Shoulder blades are engaging. One more time. Inhale. I curl up, come on my toes. Into plank. If I want to, I can do a cobra pose. Opening up the front. Coming back, inhaling, exhaling, rolling, rolling, rolling into long, long downward dog. Shoulder blades are engaged. Making sure you're feeling safe. Just start to come up a little bit, walk forward. Right, towards the chair. Your feet can be together. We're just going to roll up. Shoulders up, 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 and then back and down. Really nice. From here, I'm going to widen our legs. Put the left foot right in the middle, right? It's going to be moved around a little bit. So take the right leg back behind. So you're in a cross-legged standing position, right? My left leg is crossed in front of me. My right leg is behind. So here we are. I'm just going to hinge forward, hinge forward. My hands are on the chair, right? Taking both my hands, putting them on the left side of my chair. I'm going to start twisting over, using the chair to twist into it, right? If you want to bend those knees a little bit, feel free. Breathing. Coming back to center. Use the chair. We're just going to switch the legs. So now my right leg goes across. Right, it's almost on the edge of my mat, really. And my right leg is behind me. Right. I'm going to take both my hands to the right side of my chair. I'm just going to pull myself over and open up, and you can feel that side body open. Right, looking out over the shoulder. Come back to center. Bring both feet back together. And cross the feet. Right foot goes over. Get as close to the left foot as you can, but your legs are closed. We're just going to lean forward and put our heads on our hands, right? Palms on the chair, and your hand on top. I'm just leaning forward and breathing. Not holding any tension. If you need to bend into the knees, feel free. And now we're just going to move the backside left and right. Come back to stillness with your head still on your hands. Just cross the other leg, right? Just do the other leg. My left is over right. I'm going to hold for a moment. Allowing the breath to calm the body, calm the nervous system. Now start to move the backside left and right. You can feel sometimes one side is tighter than the other. Come back to center. Uncross the legs. Getting ready to stand. Just gonna slowly roll up. Right. Right, here we are back at standing. Really nice. Shoulders, bring them all the way back. Open up that front body. Right, really nice. Feet are hip width distance. Right, fixing your shirt if you need to. Going to bring back this leg, about 2 feet. We're getting ready for warrior 2. My foot is flush parallel with the back of the short end of the mat. So I have a nice wide stance. If you're not comfortable with a wide stance, please bring your legs closer together, right? My body is open to the right side. Right? My left leg is forward. Bend into that left leg. Nice and strong. This leg comes out a little bit, right? This is a great pose for creating stability, working on balance and strength, right? And keeping our mind quiet, right? Because there's so many things going on. Gauging all the leg muscles, right? Bringing the legs together, energetically speaking. A bend into that front leg and the front knee. We bring the arms up. We open up, right? My back is nice and open. I feel nice and warmed in my upper body. Left arm is facing forward. Palms are down. I'm just holding this position and I'm breathing, right? Bring those shoulder blades back and down a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Turn the palms upward. Right? Ready? Here we go. We're going to sweep up the palms, straighten the leg at the same time. The arms just come straight up over so we're tall and long. Holding. Inhale. Palms turn out, right? And we're going to bend into that knee as the arms come back to warrior two. And try that again. Palms up. Arms are up and tall and long. Oh, and exhale. Knees bent. Arms are warrior two. Flip the palms up. They come up nice and tall and long in that body. Leg is straight. Palms flip out. They come down, back. Everything back to warrior two. Hold for a moment. Keeping that leg bent. Dropping or lowering, rather, that right arm. Flip the palm of the left arm. We're going to come back, right? Come back. But this left arm goes straight up. It is not bent. It is not behind us. It is straight up. We take a look at it. My right arm is on my leg. Tall and long. Holding. Getting into that side body of the left part of the body. Great, we're just going to straighten that leg, bring arms back to warrior two. They just come back. Everything comes back to stand. Roll out those shoulders. Turning the feet the other way. So now that right foot is facing forward. That left foot is once again parallel to the short end of the mat. Have a nice tall stance. Make the stance comfortable for you. Start bending into that front knee. Oops, hope I have enough room. There we go. My body is open, right? Nice and open to the side. And bring up those arms, nice and tall. Tall, my body, my arms are long. Just going to hold. Making sure those shoulder blades are back and down, right? Energetically, my legs are scissoring inward, right? I'm not dumping into my joints. I'm using the muscles to hold me. Here we go. We're going to flip the palms upward. Ready? Take a nice breath in. Exhale, arms come up, my leg straightens. Tall, tall. Inhale, exhale, knee bends, arms come back to warrior two. Inhale, palms flip up and my arms come straight overhead. Leg is straight. Exhale, bending into that knee and the arms come back to warrior two. We're just going to hold for a moment. I'm going to lower that left arm so it comes to the leg of your left leg. Palm flips up on the right hand. And we're just going to go straight up with that arm. So it's straight up overhead. Right, nice long and tall, reaching up like someone's pulling you up and that side body is opening up. Right, the armpits open. The waist is getting lengthened. The lungs are open. And if this is bothering your neck, just look wherever doesn't give you any discomfort, right? And engaging in this back leg to keep you secure. Just lower the arms, coming back. Squat that shoulder. Bringing both feet to face forward. Right? Just going to move them in a little bit. My toes are facing outward. We're just going to start bending into those knees. Right? Goddess pose. Okay? Trying to get as straight as possible. And you can have the arms, goddess arms, goalposts. You can have them at the heart center. Right? This is really nice for building strength in the legs. Right? Opening up the groin, opening up the hips. And just holding. Just kind of moving the body weight over to the left side. Come up on the tippy toes of the right foot. Lowering the right and the left. We're just going to go back and forth between right and left. If you feel bold and you can do both, let's see. Do both. Just going back and forth for a few more times, just a few more. Making sure the muscles are engaged, right? Pulling up on everything, all the muscles, the urination muscles, Uddha Bandha, everything, bringing it back up to stand. Heel toeing your feet in, right? Then just come up on the toes. Right, back and forth. Stand next to the chair, making sure we're feeling safe, right? We're going to just roll around on our feet. And you can feel you have the ball of the foot, you have the pinky toe mound, and you've got the heel mound, right? Raising and lowering the toes as you go to find what you feel like is a comfortable stand, right? Really nice. Putting the weight into your right side body, which is where I am. I'm going to bring up this left leg to the chair. Okay, so my foot of my left leg is facing skyward, right? The toes, I have it flexed, so it's upward. And I'm facing this way, right, forward. And my right foot is facing forward. So I have a nice opening on this left leg. My foot's engaged, nice and tall, right? Taking my right hand, I'm just going to sweep this up. This is a modified gate pose, right? We're just going to lean into it, opening up. I'm sliding this left hand down my leg. Right now we can just lean over the best we can, just opening up, right? And then holding wherever you feel comfortable. That don't start to cave in right now, right? We don't want this. Want to open up. Right? Ooh, little crack. Opening up, you can look upward if you want. Just going to hold for a moment. And just turn that palm and engage the muscles of the legs and the abdomen and sweep it up. Maybe take that left arm up and sweep it the other way. Okay. Taking that left leg off. And we're going to do the other side, but I'm just going to move my chair so I don't have my back to you. Feeling comfortable. We're going to bring up this right leg. My foot is flexed. My muscles are engaged in my leg. I'm nice and tall. Right. My palm of my left hand faces forward. I sweep it up. I just lean over, lean into it. Opening up the chest and the side body. And you can look skyward, or you can look to the ground, wherever you are today. Inhale the arm up and around. And then just sweep up the right arm for a little twist, or a little. There we go. Getting the leg off the chair the best you can, or any way that you can. And we're just going to do some full body sweeps. All right, maybe getting your legs involved. Bringing our chair back to the center of the mat. All right. And then taking a seat. Rolling the shoulders. Moving the neck and the head around a little bit. Getting our strap, or if you don't have a strap, if you have a towel or a tie or a belt. Taking our strap and we're putting it at the ball of our foot. I'm just going to I have it on my left foot. All right, I'm just going to hold it up using both hands to hold the strap. And we're going to use the strap and our leg, which is flexed, our foot is flexed, to pull ourselves up to a nice seated posture. If you have to bend into that knee, go ahead. It's nice if you can get a little length right in it. And you're going to take it in the left hand. Straps are going to go in the left hand. And you're just going to open up that leg right, the best you can. If it's only to here, that's fine. Wherever you are. Some people are nice and loose. They could just hold their foot. They don't need a strap. That's not me today. Just holding. Bringing that leg back. And if you can, and you want to, you can put it in the right hand. Just cross it over a little bit, right? Maybe doing a little twist with it. This is really great if you can do this in bed or on the ground. Really gets into that IT band. All right, release that. I'm going to put the strap around the ball of the other foot, whichever foot you didn't do. Both hands at this point holding the strap, getting nice and tall and long. Bending the knee if you need to. Take the strap in my right hand. I'm just going to bring the strap and the leg all the way, well, as far as I can today, right? Bringing the strap and the leg and everything across the body. All right, it's a little kooky. Just bring down that left leg. Straps are on my left hand. And I'm going to do a little twist, getting into that side body, right? All the outside of my leg. Bring everything back to center. Releasing your foot. And take your strap. Just going to bring the strap up overhead, nice and tall. All right, and I'm just going to go back and forth, left to right, straight arms with that strap, nice and tall, just getting into the shoulders. All right, release. strap. We're just going to lower to the ground. Rolling out those shoulders. We're getting into the shoulder blades. And take the left foot across the body. Taking our hands, and we're just going to rub our feet for a moment, right? Just the bottoms, a little self-care of the feet. Getting into the ball of the foot, right? Maybe the heel and the arch, right? Sometimes it gets stiff in the cold weather. We'll do the same on the other foot, which is my right foot. Right, and I'm going to shake out those hands. Pulling on the abdomen. Don't lose the posture. Open and close the hands. And then coming back into a nice comfortable seat for our Shavasana. And sometimes we need a sweatshirt. Or we need something to get comfortable, socks, whatever it is you need today, take a moment. We'll meet in the seat. We'll close our eyes. And we'll just relax, letting our body take in the practice. A few inhales and exhales. Starting from the top of our head, the mind's eye takes inventory, right? Our facial muscles are relaxed, the eyebrows, the jaw, the neck muscles, shoulders. My arms are on my lap. My hands are comfortable. Not holding any tension in my legs. Checking in with my neck, really nice and relaxed. Let's bring up the shoulders up to the ears. Let them go. We release the thoughts. We let them go. Putting them out of our head. Taking this time for ourselves. Bringing the thoughts and feelings back to the body. Maybe wiggling your fingers or your toes. Bring our hands to heart center. Slowly opening the eyes. Thank you, yogis, for allowing me to bring you yoga. The light in me sees and honors the light and the gifts that you all bring. I wish you happiness and peace and that you go in ease. Namaste.